and welcome back, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Thank you for watching. Today I'm keeping it kind of chill, or at least trying to. I set up everything in the office upstairs and it just felt so claustrophobic that I was like, no, it's not working today. I'm just gonna come downstairs, film in the living room, keep it nice and chill. I've locked the cats upstairs in the bedroom with some toys and stuff to keep them occupied because they were just running riot, and it was messing up my mellow and I just couldn't focus, I couldn't function. So yeah, keeping it nice and chill. Gonna try and keep this one quite short because I know my videos lately have been very, very long. Not only is that a bit of a feat in itself for you guys to watch, but it is also a challenge for me to edit and stuff. So today I'm coming at you with 5 mistakes that I will be trying not to make this time around on my fitness journey. So you guys may or may not know already, I'm not sure, but I used to be a PT. So I have a bit of knowledge when it comes to like fitness, when it comes to exercise, when it comes to nutrition and all that kind of stuff, changing habits, that kind of thing. For me, they're probably going to apply mostly to like my fitness journey, but you could carry these into sort of any area of your life, whether it be a career journey that you're on, your fitness journey like myself, whether it is on a, I don't know, like a life journey. Say you're like trying to save up to move house or buy a house or move out, anything like that. Like these things they're not exclusively related to anybody on a fitness journey. I'm just going to be focusing on like my fitness journey for myself today. So number 1, not going into it with a plan. Failing to prepare is preparing to fail. And that's so true when it comes to anything, but for me especially when it comes to like a fitness journey, because I know what it's like. It's new year, new me, I'm gonna go to the gym X amount of times a week and I'm gonna do this and this and then I'm gonna look like this. And in theory, it sounds great. However, life happens. Sometimes we have bad days, we have bad weeks, sometimes we even have bad months. Depending on our mental health and other aspects in our life, that will be affected. So not going in there with a plan is going to already set you back. For me, planning means things like planning how many workouts I'm going to have or do per week. Planning what those workouts will consist of. Planning ahead for so much time so that I don't then have to think about it, because one of my biggest things is I have all these good intentions at the time when I'm at my most motivated, and then something happens, say like I have a bad day at work, or I'm just having a really bad week, or I don't know, like just things happen that time of the month, you know, anything at all can just like send my motivation just plummeting into the ground. So planning those things ahead of time so that I know when I plan to work out and what that workout was going to consist of, when I'm having those days where I'm just like, oh, I really can't be bothered today, I know that past Steph has gone, do you know what, I'm going to do you a favour. We're going to go to the gym these days this week. If you want to change them, that's fine, but these are the workouts you're going to do. So I don't even have to think about it. I just go to the gym, I have my little book, I set my Apple Watch, I put my earphones in, have my bottle of water, and I just go. I don't need to think about it. I'm not trying to think of a workout off the top of my head. I'm not stressing myself out thinking about it. I plan my workouts to last me for 4 weeks. So I will do 3 workouts and I do the same 3 workouts every week. I may change things up a tiny bit depending on whether equipment's available, whether I'm feeling as strong that day or I'm not feeling as strong that day. However, the main bulk of the routine, like the exercises I would like to do, I have them down. And I'm not then thinking, oh, well, I didn't really plan a workout, or I just won't go. I don't get myself into that space where I'm like, I didn't really plan for this. I'm having a really bad day. I just need a break. And as much as those things are fine, it is fine to have bad days. It is fine to just, you know, decide that day that you don't want to go to the gym because you've had a really bad day. However, if you can plan ahead for that, it will help keep you motivated because you don't have as many excuses to say no at that point. And that is something I do a lot. Which takes me to my next point. Point number 2. not taking or making the time to prioritize my health and fitness. So, you know, planning ahead is great, and within that, I need to prioritize what I'm going to do in order to help me reach those bigger goals that I've set myself for the year. And for me, one of those things was like changing really bad habits, which again, being Nora spicy, it is very easy for me to just hyper focus on something all day. I.e., when I'm working from home, I will sit at my desk for ages and then later on be thinking, oh my God, I'm actually absolutely starving. I'm ravenous, I'm shaking, I feel dizzy, I feel sick, I need food. And then realize it's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I haven't eaten anything all day. And then I just end up eating crap. It's just a really bad habit to get into. So planning my meals ahead of time and also meal prepping ahead of time, so that when I do have those days where I'm like, oh, I really can't be bothered cooking lunch, oh, I'll just skip it. I can think, well, actually, no, you meal prepped some soup or tuna mayo to have like a tuna mayo jacket spud for your lunch. Just whack the jacket spud in the microwave, pop the tuna on the top. You've already cut up some veg to have some salad. There you go, there's your lunch. It will take you all of 10 minutes. Something I have been doing lately is for breakfast or lunch, depending on what kind of breakfast or lunch I want, I will have like a protein iced coffee. So you probably would have seen in like my cozy weekend vlog that I mixed together my chocolate brownie, my protein powder with some milk, and then I made up my iced coffee the way I normally would. So like a double shot of espresso, a little bit of caramel syrup, tons of ice, and then I poured the essentially protein shake over the top, and my God, it tastes so good. So I've been having that for either breakfast or lunch. Mostly when I'm working from home, I'll tend to have it as like a quick breakfast in the morning, and then I will have a bigger lunch. So I will have like a Mediterranean chicken stew that I usually make. I'll have like a huge portion of that. I will have like a tuna mayo jacket spud with some salad. I will have like a microwave meal prep meal that's got some good protein in there. It has some good carbs, and I've got some good energy ready for me to go to the gym. But sometimes I'll be feeling something like bigger for breakfast rather than for lunch. So like today I had a couple of poached eggs and some crumpets. And then I will have the protein iced coffee to kind of give me that kick of caffeine I need in the afternoon later on. But it's just really helping me fit everything around my schedule. So when it comes to days that I'm working from home, days when I'm working in the office, days I'm going to the gym, days that I'm going to be filming, days that I'm going to be planning stuff in the evening, I can work everything around that, but I'm prioritizing making sure that I'm having good meals, I'm getting good protein, I'm preparing myself for when I go to the gym. I'm not getting to a point where I'm absolutely starving. I'm making sure I'm having meals consistently. They're good meals. I'm getting more vegetables in, I'm getting more fruit in, like prioritizing those things. So prioritizing my meal planning, prioritizing what days I'm going to the gym, prioritizing what days I'm going to the office and working other things around that, prioritizing what days I'm going to film. I'm making sure that I'm giving myself as little excuse as possible to not do it. Mistake number three. Being impatient with my journey or my progress. And this one especially goes for anything. You know, you set out on a new journey, or I don't know, a change in your career or anything like that, and because you're not exactly where you want to be straight away, you're just like, don't want it. And I'm guilty of that. I've had so many jobs in my life, it is ridiculous. The amount of skills I've learned is just, it's not normal. So sticking with the things that are working and changing or deprioritizing the things that aren't necessarily working is gonna go a lot better for me in the long run than wishing I was where I want to be now, because that's not how it works. It is a journey, it has twists and turns, it has ups and downs. Life likes to throw things at you all the time, but if we take on point 1 and 2, where we go into it with a plan and we prioritize the things that are important to us, we'll be fine. We'll be absolutely fine. Being impatient is not what we're doing this year. We're gonna stay present. We're going to be in the moment, and we're going to take each day as it comes and think long term. Yeah, it's not a 6-week shred. This is something that I'm going to try and do consistently over time that will hopefully benefit me in the long run. I mean, I know it will. Let's not say hopefully. It will benefit me in the long run. So when you're getting to that point where you feel that way, like you're getting impatient and you're thinking, oh, why can't I just be where I want to be now? Keep in mind, you don't know how everything you're doing will affect you later. You have an idea of what that is. However, that idea doesn't matter. What is important is what we're doing at this moment in time. And then later on, we kind of reflect and we see where we are, where we might then want to be, whether we're where we expected ourselves to be, and reflect on how that has gone. So having goals in that sense is important, but it shouldn't be the main focus. So number 4, aiming for perfection. And this one's really hard for me because I am a textbook perfectionist. Despite my whole life sometimes being absolute chaos, not being perfect is so hard for me to accept. And I know I'm not perfect. Nobody's perfect, at least all of the time. Sometimes we can do things so perfectly and it's like chef's kiss. It is brilliant. It feels great. It gives me dopamine. However, I need to stop focusing on trying to be that way all the time. And with my fitness journey is no different, like tying in with all of the other points I've been saying. Being consistent is more important than being perfect. Being perfect is great. It is all well and good. If you can be like that, great. You do you, boo. However, for those of us living in the real world, that is just not the case. And like I've been saying, sometimes you will have a bad day, you will have a bad week. If you are consistently making positive changes and consistently doing things that help you reach those goals that you set yourself, i.e., let's use the gym as an example. If I'm consistently going to the gym more often than I'm not going to the gym, I will make progress. So I need to stop beating myself up if I can't then either motivate myself or something gets in the way a certain week because I have plans, but then there's other priorities that I have that I feel take precedence over going to the gym. I need to realize that that is absolutely fine, because over a long period of time I will have gone to the gym more often than I haven't. Number 5. This one's probably my favorite one, and one of the biggest mistakes I see myself make all the time, I've done it consistently in the past, is caring too much what people think. If, however, somebody is offering genuine constructive criticism, or they're showing genuine concern, or they're trying to be supportive by offering advice or something like that, fair enough. However, if someone is just downright being neggy and offering just blatant criticism, or just all around being a Debbie Downer, I'm just gonna stop listening. At that point, like, I don't actually care. Unless you're offering something that is going to help, then I don't care. Like, that is just your opinion. And opinions are like assholes. Almost everybody has one. Because it's really easy to like, and especially, for example, on a fitness journey, I'd see it so many times with clients, and I've had it so many times with myself, where people are like, you have to make a choice, yeah? Where, say for example, they've made plans to go somewhere for the weekend, or we're going out for a bottomless brunch or something like that, and you're like, oh, well, actually, it'll kind of throw me off plan, and I want to come, but you know, I don't want to kind of rain on everybody's parade because I'm going to be not eating the same thing as them, or I'm not going to be drinking the same thing. And then they start being a bit with you, like, oh, you've changed, you're being boring, or you don't come out anymore, and things like that. It just, at that point, really, like, no, that's not what we do. We offer support if we're genuinely concerned and we want to offer constructive criticism that might be beneficial in a positive way. Great, go for it. But if you're just gonna literally turn around and be like, oh, you're being boring, you're not coming out, you're more bothered about counting calories, or you're more bothered about going to the gym than you are about seeing your friends, it's like, well, yeah, because my friends aren't being supportive of the journey that I'm embarking on. If you want to include me, I'm happy to be included. However, if I have to change certain things or do things slightly differently in order to get involved, that should be okay. I shouldn't have to explain myself. I should just be able to go out and still have a good time with friends whilst they're drinking and I maybe not. I just don't see anything wrong with that. So caring too much about what people think is something I'm definitely not going to do unless I feel it serves a purpose for me in a positive way. There should be some compromise that allows you to still have those things that you had before while still aligning with your goals. And sometimes that might mean not going out. Sometimes it might mean going out and not drinking. Sometimes it might mean going out and getting the lower calorie option. But it shouldn't matter then what people think. If they're gonna get angry at you for trying to do something that betters your life, they're probably either one, uneducated in what it is you're doing, or two, they're just probably not people that you want around. I've spent a very long time seeking validation in others, and it doesn't really do me any favors. I'm just gonna do me, and if people have positive things to say, great. If they're going to be negative, oh well, it sucks for them, because, you know, I know what it feels like to feel bad, and I'm sure they feel bad, unless they're an absolute psychopath and they get some sort of kick out of putting others down. You know, if they're gonna keep getting mad about it, let them be mad. Like, you have to live a really sad existence if you're going to get angry about something else that someone's doing that doesn't affect you. Whew, so that was a task in itself. We're just trying to be all round positive, plan ahead, prioritize, and just feel better in ourselves. And for me, my main thing is like my fitness journey this year, and I'm hoping to be able to document it as much as possible. I'll probably do, or my plan was like to do sort of like check-in videos, that kind of thing, to just sort of see where I'm up to, maybe work this into some short form content on my social media, because I do miss that side of fitness. I don't know, it just feels good, like putting that stuff out there, and if it helps people, even better. But it's good for me as well to see like the progress I've made like over time, because it's something I haven't really done for a while. This is my time to do that, and I'm really excited about it, to be honest. And it's also another thing that's going to hold me accountable, and hopefully you guys can get involved on the way. Like, if you have any goals that you've set yourself fitness wise, like drop them in the comments. If you see any of my fitness content, would love it if you guys would follow me on my other social media platforms. So I'm on Instagram, and I'm now on TikTok. I'm trying to post every single day. If you see any of my fitness content, if you're interested in that, go ahead and give me a follow on there. My links and everything will be down below. Last thing from me, what is your big goal for this year? Like, I would love to hear that in the comments, and how you're thinking of applying these 5 points that I've made in the video to that, because I think they do work really well, and translate really well into different areas. So whether that is like a career goal that you have, whether it is a savings goal, whether it is something personal for yourself, like for your mental health or anything like that, or your fitness journey, would love to hear in the comments about any sort of like big goals and things that you have this year. And then maybe at the end of the year, we can all look back at it and kind of see where we all are, and yeah, celebrate it a little bit. Because I know as long as we're being consistent, we will get there eventually in some way, shape or form. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of wrap it up for now, otherwise I'm gonna be here for ages. Again, I really hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're having a lovely day no matter who you are, where you are, or what you're doing. Please consider subscribing if you haven't already. It really helps my channel out a massive, massive amount, and I seriously appreciate it. And final thing, best comment gets pinned at the top of the video. So yeah. Think about the questions I've asked and go ahead and post a comment down below, and I will see you in the comments. But for now, I'm just gonna love you, leave you, and see you in the next one.